Just watch me bring down my sentiment light. Shining through the city with the little fucking stars. Lightning up like dynamite. This is watch me bring down my sentiment light. Shining through the city with the little fucking stars.
If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. I could take you places you ain't never been before. Baby, take a chance so you'll never ever know. I got money in my hands that I really like to blow. You, sitting by the fire while we eating fondue. I don't know about me, but I know about you. So say hello to us in 3, 2, swipe.
Like to be everything you want. Girl, let me talk to you. If I was your boyfriend, never let you go. Keep you on my own, girl. You never
who's ready for more baseballs? We got game 2 between the Crusaders and the Southern Wesleyan Warriors. Game 1, to say the least, went the Crusaders' way. They had 25 runs on 21 hits. 21 of those 25 runs came in the final 3 at-bats for the Crusaders, including an inning with which they scored 9 runs on just 3 hits. So Crusaders, with that one, improved to 14-3. And Southern Wesleyan fell to 2-13. We'll look at the lineups here for game 2. Not a whole lot of changes. For North Greenville, your starting pitcher is going to be Ethan Garner. I'll tell more stats about him in just a second. But behind the plate for game 2 is Brady West. Over at first base is Pat Monteith again. Second is Tristan Hudson, giving Garrett Octavio game 2 off. Shortstop Corey Bivens, third base Doug Angeli, left field Ethan Stringer, center field Josh Center, right field Mark Kloop. Ethan Garner on the hill, ERA of 3.78. (2-0) record so far.
Leading off of the Warriors, left fielder
16 2/3 innings pitched. About 7 runs given up thus far. It's his first pitch in there to Chance Fogel is in there for strike 1. Very similar lineup for Southern Wesleyan as well. Only addition to the lineup would be Hunter Garlington. Well, one's cut on and missed, strike 2. Hunter Garlington will be behind the plate. Catcher last game, Posick, will be the DH. The 0-2. Out off his foot. Even with the protective gear, that got a little bit of flesh there. Garner has struck out 17 and only walked 6 so far. Opponent's batting 140 off the right-hander. The 0-2. Hit on the ground short. Bivens up with it. Strong throw over to first. In time for out number 1.
That'll bring up the center fielder, number 1, Ty King Richards.
So now Ty King Richards. Richards was 1 for 3 in game 1 earlier today. Had one of the only 5 hits for the Warriors. First pitch to him is chop foul. It's not often you have a 7-inning game last 3 hours and 2 minutes, but that's exactly what we had. One's cut on and missed, 0-2. And here is Garner's 0-2. Strike 3. Catcher West dropped it, but easily applied the tag as Richards didn't run. 2 away.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 2, DJ Ludwig.
Not sure what else you're going to look for. I know that may have surprised him, caught him off guard, expecting a breaking ball, but 0-2 right down the middle. Cannot take that one. Now DJ Ludwig, the second baseman, will stand in. First pitch, good strong fastball in there for strike 1. That is Garner 0-1. The pitch. That's chopped. Going to be another play for Corey. Fields it on a hop, throw to first, and plenty of time for out number 3. So Southern Wesleyan 1, 2, 3. A pair of ground ball outs to Corey. We played half an inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Southern Wesleyan nothing. North Greenville coming to bat. So the defensive alignment for Southern Wesleyan looks like this. Behind the plate, Hunter Garlington. Over at first, Sawyer Price. Second base, DJ Ludwig. Shortstop, Sean Sute. Third baseman, Josh Galloway. And left, Chance Fogel. Center, Ty King Richards. And in right, Tanner Glass. And on the mound for the Warriors, southpaw, Devin Bond. Bond, a freshman left-hand pitcher, 5'11", 185 pounds, out of Easley High School in Easley, South Carolina. Young man comes with a record of 0-3. The 5.85 ERA. 20 innings pitched, 25 hits, 14 runs, 13 of which earned. 6 walks and 15 strikeouts. Opponents batting .325 off the freshman southpaw. The first man he'll face will be Ethan Stringer. After him will be Doug Angeli and Marek Kloop. First pitch to Stringer's in there for strike 1. And Crusaders scored 25 runs. I'm sure that's some kind of record. It's got to be, right? That one missed outside. It still amazes me, scoring 9 runs and off 3 hits. That's something else. You don't really ever see that. Next swing, yes, he did, 1 and 2. What was funny is majority of those runs that came after most of the starting offense was subbed out. When practically the entire lineup had been subbed with the exception of Corey Bivens over at short. And there were 3 home runs hit, all 3 of which came off the bat from guys that came off the bench. The 2-2. Off the plate. That'll run it full. Three-two slapped out of play right side. And what really, truly put Southern Wesleyan in a pickle in game 1, by count, they had at least 11 walks. You walk anybody in 11 innings, and that was just 6 innings, too. North Greenville batted 6 times. You walk 11 guys, you have a recipe for disaster. That one's up the middle, but nice play by the second baseman. Throw on the first. Strong throw. Got him. What a play that time there by the second baseman, DJ Ludwig. Stringer hit that one on the nose, but a diving play to Ludwig's right for out number 1. Now Doug Angeli. Angeli was 1 for 3 in game 1 with 2 strikeouts. And a lot of these guys you're going to see now, with the exception of Tristan Hudson, only played about first 3 or so innings. Got a couple at bats. As that one laid down, it's going to be a tough play. He bobbled it, and that's going to cost him. If Devin Bond comes up with that and right away and makes the play on that one, he probably gets him, but he bobbled it right there, and that cost him a base hit. So now Marek Kloop. Marek was 1 for 2 with a walk and then two-run triple. Part of that historic inning where North Greenville not 1 triple, not 2 triples, but had 3 triples in 1 inning. Can't tell you I've ever seen that before. First pitch to him, catches the zone, 0-1. The North Greenville winners of 7 straight. Southern Wesleyan has dropped 10 in a row. 0-1, fastball is outside, 1-1. Again, every win is key because after this series, there are no more conference series. They do have a 2-game series here at Ray B. Diller Field against Lincoln Memorial, so against the Rail Splitters at the end of the month. But the rest of the season, conference-wise, is going to be on the road. So anytime you can get games at home and stuff, you need to win as much as you can. The 1-2. Skipped up there. That was about 58 feet. Runner takes off for second, and Angeli's in there safely. That'd be. I guess he would advance on the wild pitch, I believe. Garlington did all he could behind the plate there to keep that one from going to backstop, but Angels just got too good of a jump. So count at 2-2. Two again, skips up there. Get another full count, 3-2. Marek Kloop out of the Czech Republic, leading the team in home runs with 7 of them. As that one is hit high to right center field. That's fairly deep, but the ballpark will hold it. Tagging from second and moving to third is Angeli, and there's 2 away. Kloop just missed that one. He just got a little under that one. Wind is slowly blowing from right to left, slightly in. So maybe that had something to do with holding that ball.
Bring up the catcher, number 20, Brady West.
So now Brady West. West was 2 for 3 in game 1. And when Marek Kloop tripled in that inning, Brady West was right behind him, and he had a triple himself when he sent one out the left center field. First pitch to Brady is a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Initial observations of Devin Bond. He's got a sharp breaking ball. A lot of things are hards. I haven't seen really any kind of like soft, loopy kind of breaking balls. Everything's been kind of hard, like sliders, fastballs. And he's coming at these North Greenville hitters. The 0-1. Fastball downstairs. In West Triple, when he sent one out the left center field, if he would have sent that ball in the exact same spot, I'd guarantee he'd do it again. But that one's laced up the middle and into center field for a base hit, and North Greenville's on the board here in game 2. That is RBI number 22 for Brady West.
Up to the plate, number 19, Josh Center.
So Josh Center will come to the plate. And all Josh did, he went 1 for 3, but all he did after those 2 triples by Marek Kloop and Brady West, he sent one off the left field fence, literally about as the runner goes. Brady West is going to have it stolen easily without a throw. Garlington, as it came out, tried to make the exchange, bobbled it, and there was just no way he was going to get West. But yeah, all Josh Center did after those back-to-back triples was sent one literally 3 feet away from taking off some heads down there in the North Greenville bullpen. The 1-0. Skips up there, another nice stop there by Garlington. North Greenville already on the board here. They've got 1 run. Have another in scoring position in form of West. The 2-0. That one finds the zone, 2-1. It is interesting to note that North Greenville's starting catcher and first baseman, John Michael Fail and Jordan Holiday, not in the lineup in game 1, in which they scored all those runs. Not in the lineup in game 2 either, as that one's hit fairly well to right. Going back is Fogle, and he makes the grab to retire the side. But the Crusaders get on the board as they lead 1-0. As they on 2 hits, we played 1. Crusaders 1, Warriors nothing.
Leading off for the
4, 5, and 6 due up for the Warriors.
Tanner Glass.
Tanner Glass, the right fielder, will stand in. Glass was a DH in game 1, went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. It's no, that one went fair and then came back foul. Tough play for Angeli, and it's can't be scooped up over there by Monteith. That should go down as an infield hit. It had been a close play, and I think he would have been out had Monteith been able to handle it over there at first.
Bring up the third baseman.
But it was a tough play regardless.
Galloway.
So now here's Josh Galloway. That one's inside, 1-0. Galloway was one for one actually in game one. Had a base hit, walked, and then was pitch hit for. 1-0. Someone's hit hard on the ground, past the diving Angeli in the left field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Glass, and there's runners at first and second. So now Dawson Posick, the DH for game two here today. First pitch, hit on the ground is short. Bivens, he will go to second for one, I believe. Yes, they're going to call him out on the exchange. So Bivens gets one out at second. That'll put runners at the corners. That should bring up Hunter Garlington, the catcher for game two. Garlington, a product of Eastside High School, just about 30 or so minutes away from here. Chops that first pitch foul. Too hot to handle there for the third base coach. A 1. I guess a little low because that was not outside. So that'll even count up at 1-1. Garlington batting .333 on the year. No home runs and 3 RBIs. Chase that one, put the count at 1-2. Garden trying to get a strikeout or even a ground ball here. 1-2. The ground is short. This could be 2. Bibbins to Hudson to first. Close play, and they call him out. So a 6-4-3 double play erases the threat, and Southern Wesleyan gets nothing. So 2 hits by Glass and Galloway. Lead turned out to be for 9. We played 1.5 here in Tigerville. Here in game 2 of a doubleheader. Crusaders 1, Warriors nothing. Six, 7, and 8 due up for the Crusaders. Bivens, Hudson, and Cash. quick little scoring update. North Greenville softball team in command of game 2 against Barton College. Up 8-1 in the top of the 7th. Only 2 outs left to get for them. Now back to baseball. Erskine, who North Greenville saw a couple weekends ago here, on top of Anderson, 4-3 in the top of the 9th. Barton, who knocked off Mount Olive earlier today, 5-1, is now grabbed a 2-1 lead in game 2. Mount Olive had a run in the first. Excuse me. But Barton has just struck for 2 in the 5th, and they're not done yet. So, and that's interesting because Mount Olive welcomes North Greenville in the town next weekend. So Barton's already taken the first 2 from that series. And currently ahead in game 3.
Leading off the Crusaders, shortstop number 0, Corey Bivens.
So Corey Bivens will stand in. Corey had the second of the 2 grand slams. One of those high and tight. You know, history was made in that those 2 innings, the 4th and the 5th. That one skips up there. You know, in the 4th inning, all North Greenville did was have 3 triples in the same inning. And then, boom, all right, what is the 5th going to possibly do, right? Well, how about 2 grand slams? So just overall, history-making game 1 for the Crusaders. Oh, and by the way, that was only 7 innings. So hopefully we're on track here for a little bit better game here this afternoon for game 2. As 3-1 took a big hack at that one, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung right through that one as well, strike 3. That's Bond's first KO of the afternoon. Now Tristan Hudson.
Bring up the second baseman, number 3, Tristan Hudson.
Hudson came on as a pinch hitter in game 1. I've got him down as 1 for 1 with a walk. There was a time there where all the stats kind of just went to pot here on my stat book because I just, well, quite frankly, I ran out of room. So I apologize if I missed anything. Count even at 1-1. Big old loop and breaking ball. Bond way out in front. A 1-2 to Hudson. Swung on and missed. So 2 up, 2 down, both of which strike out swinging, and that'll bring up the DH, Jackson Cash.
That'll bring up the DH.
All Cash did was go 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored. Singles in the 2nd, 4th. He walked in the 5th and later scored. And he was also later pitch hit for in that same inning. So. This Cash misses low and away. A 1-0 caught the outside corner, count even at 1-1. 1-1 check swing. 2-1. Two one. Healthy Hank that time. 2-2. And this is a 9-inning game here for game 2 of the doubleheader, game 3 of the series. 2-2. Out of the way. And these two teams will meet again on Tuesday. First pitch scheduled for 6 o'clock. You can watch right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. 2-2, check swing, peeled down to first. No, he did not go around, says the base umpire. That'll run the count full. Devin Bond, one pitch away from striking out the side here in the home half of the second. 3-2. Foul straight back. Do it again. Here's the payoff, 3-2 pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. So Bond, it does indeed strike out the side. We've played 2 here in Tigerville, North Greenville 1, Southern Wesleyan, nothing.
Leading off the first baseman, number 14, Sawyer Price.
8-9-1, due up for the Warriors. In the top of the third, Gardner's first pitch to Price blows that one by him, 0-1. One breaking ball. Peeled down to first. No, he did not. Price was 0 for 2 in game 1. Garner winds, kicks, and fires. Outside, 2-1. Two-one skips up there. 3-1. Try to avoid leadoff walks. As Southern Wesleyan found out in game 1, usually when you do that, disaster follows. 3-1. This jam shot out into left field. Bivens giving chase. Can't quite come up with it. Well, Stringer had a little trouble out there and left. Fortunately for North Greenville, Masai Price didn't quite see that. That's Southern Wesleyan's third hit so far.
Number 12, Sean Sute.
So Sean Sute, the 9-hole hitter. Sute was also 0 for 2, struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice. Shows bunt, hits it down first base side. Communication issues, that's going to be close play, and he's safe. Second baseman Tristan Hudson was extremely late getting to the bag, and there was just confusion all over the place. And that'll go down as a bunt single for Sean Sute.
Back to the top of the lineup, left fielder number 10, Chance Fogel.
So left fielder Chance Fogel grounded out to short to begin the ball game. Long look in from Garner. Wouldn't be surprised to see bunt again after the confusion the Crusaders showed. Not bunting, as that one's outside 1-0. Now in that previous play, that's usually where the first baseman's just got to come charging in no matter what. Second baseman's just got to get there. Sometimes miscommunication happens like that. As the 1-0 slapped out of play into the screen. So Southern Wesleyan trying to get something going here. They also got the first two guys on last inning. Then a fielder's choice and a 6-4-3 double play erased that threat. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. So Garner ahead of Fogel, 1-2. Likes to go with the fastball, but missed outside. It's the count now even at 2-2 to the Warrior leadoff man. North Greenville up 1-0. That one's hit on the ground to Bivens at short. He'll try to get one out at second, and he will. So exactly just like an inning ago, the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan get the first two guys on via a base hit. Then the next guy grounds into a fielder's choice. If history repeats itself, you could get a 6-4-3 double play. But the guy in the plate, Ty King Richards, is a tough man to double up. First pitch to Richards. That's hit hard down the right field line, but fouling out of play. Richards struck out looking in the first. Garner's only strikeout thus far. That one's chopped on the ground to third. Angelique will go to second for one, but that's all they'll get. So that's two away, but now Southern Wesleyan has just tied the ball game at 1 apiece.
To the plate, second baseman, number 2, DJ Ludwig.
So an RBI fielder's choice there for Ty King Richards. Told you he was a tough man to double up. Does a good job there by Tristan Hudson over there at second to just not risk it. First pitch to Ludwig stays high. That's a hit on the ground, third, but foul. If you're Southern Wesleyan approach, yeah, game one didn't quite go your way today. Probably the understatement of the year, but you know, this is a whole another new. This is a new ball game. That one's right there for strike two. We know runs don't carry over. You can score as many as you want. But the next game is a brand new ball game, and in baseball, we find out anything can happen on any given day. So Garner out in front, 1-2. Pitch. Just got a piece of that one. Count remains 1-2. The Warriors have already tied the ball game up here in the top half of the third. West Greenville got one in the first. Thanks in part to a Brady West RBI single. Now Southern Wesleyan got runners on the corners. Thanks in large. They got a run home thanks to an RBI fielder's choice. The 1-2. Breaking ball just missed outside. Not a bad pitch at all at that time there by Garner. Just didn't quite get the call. Richards takes off for second, but it won't matter anyway as Ludwig swings right through that one for strike three. But the Warriors, however, tie this one up. We go to the bottom of the third. Southern Wesleyan 1, North Greenville 1.
I've always been the one to say the first. Had to love and lose 100 million times. Had to get it wrong to know just what I like. Now I'm falling. You say my name like I have never heard before. I'm indecisive, but this time I know for sure. I hope I'm not the only one that feels it all. Are you falling? Center of attention, you know you can get whatever you want from me. Whenever you want it, baby. It's you and my reflection. I'm afraid of all the things it could do to me. If I would've known it, baby, I would've stayed at home. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now that I know you, am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now that I know you.
Leading off the Crusaders, number 5, Pat Monty.
So 9-1-2 due up for the Crusaders. Now a tie ball game. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Takes ball one. One-0 hits the outside corner, strike one. Took a little something off that. 1-1 skied out to left center field. Richards calling for it, makes the ground for out number 1. Monteith gave that one a ride, just got under it just slightly.
Left fielder number 4, Ethan Stringer.
So that'll get things back to the top of the order for Ethan Stringer. Ethan grounded out to second. First pitch to Ethan, catches the inside corner for strike 1. Now Mount Olive has actually come back to take the lead on Barton in the top half of the 6th. And North Greenville softball team did indeed finish off Barton 1-8-1. That 0-2. I don't know how that didn't hit him. Anytime you get around that dome area, you just kind of wince and hope for the best. Count sits at 1-2. Way outside 2-2. Two is slashed out of play, right side. Count sits at 2-2. The payoff 2-2. Again, slapped out of play, right side. Up next would be Doug Angeli. He singled and scored in the first. That 2-2 wasn't close at all. 3-2. I would seem to kind of get away from him a little bit there. I don't know if that slipped or whatnot. Just didn't get on top of it. Payoff, full count delivery. Big old breaking ball, had him just a little bit out in front of that one. That is Bond's 4th K of the game. So 2 away for
Up to the plate, third base.
Doug Angeli.
Number 7, Doug Angeli.
So as I mentioned earlier, Angeli singled in the first and later scored on the Brady West 2-out single. That one's chopped on the ground, but foul. And if Angeli could somehow reach, Marit Kloop would be next. That one's hit high in the air. Shallow center field, calling for it is it's a shortstop Sute, and that will retire the side. So Crusaders again go 1-2-3. We've played 3. It's 1-1.
off the right fielder, number 6, Tanner Glass.
4, 5, and 6 are the Warriors here in the top half of the fourth. First pitch to Glass, catches the outside corner, strike one. A one heater misses downstairs, count even at 1-1. Glass led off the top half of the second with a base hit. Was later stranded at third. The 1-1. Swung right through that one, 1-2. Payoff 1-2 from Garner. That's slapped in the right field for a base hit. Kloop goes over, cuts it off. So Glass, for the second time here in game number 2, leads off an inning with a base hit.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 7, Josh Galloway.
First pitch in there for strike one. A little update on some D1 baseball from people in this area. North Carolina currently leads Clemson 5-4 in the middle of the 7th, and South Carolina and Texas are tied. As that one's hit hard deep to center field. Center fielder giving chase. Center makes a catch just shy of the wall. Boy, did Galloway give that one a ride. But again, Josh Center, telling you, hit it over his head or get it by him, you're going to have to hit that thing over the fence. So now Dawson Posick will stand in. Dawson grounded into a fielder's choice. First pitch slider missed outside. One of those popped up, and that'll carry over the concourse here. There's the 1-1. Inside 2-1. Glass over there first. It's about a step and a half lead, so unless it's a hit and run, I do not expect him to be going anywhere. Count sits at 2-1. Pitch to Posick. Another healthy hack that time. Fouled straight back. Count even at 2-2. Posick, a junior catcher, 6 feet tall, 230 pounds. In Daytona State. Down there in Florida. 2-2. Breaking ball kind of pulled that one, 3-2. 3-2. Breaking ball got him to swing right through it. Beautiful pitch that time there from Garner. That's his third strikeout of the game.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 20, Juan Garcia.
So Juan Garcia into pitch hit for Garlington. That one catches the outside corner. Not sure what happened there with Garlington. The 0-1. Same exact pitch, same exact result, 0-2. Garner, plenty of pitches to work here. See what he likes to go with here. Went with the breaking ball. So counts currently sits at 1-2. The pitch. Popped up. First base side, but that'll get out of play. So the count remains at 1-2. 1-2 slept on the ground to third. Angeli fields it on a hop. Pulled the first baseman off the bag, and ball popped out, and everybody's safe. Angeli came in, fielded it on a hop. Threw it over there to Monteith, just wide of the bag. Monteith had the tag, but while he was doing so, the ball popped out, so that keeps the inning alive. So that's going to go down as an E5. Now Sawyer Price will get a chance. So any runs that may follow here will be counted as unearned. First pitch breaking ball stayed high. Time call. Want to check swing. He went around, says home plate umpire. 1-1. Garner looking to try to pick up his teammates after the 2-out error. The 1-1. Chop foul by the NGU dugout, 1-2. Just like that, Garner's one pitch away from getting out of it.
Let's go, Bill, let's go.
The 1-2. Breaking ball stayed outside. I've noticed on 2 strikes, Garner kind of pulls that breaking ball a little bit. Almost as if he's trying to overthrow it. Counting event 2-2. The pitch. Poked out into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to hold him over third. Good job there by Kloop to get that one in. That one was just out of the reach of Hudson over there at second. I can tell you one thing for sure. glass over there that was coming around third. He was booking it, and all of a sudden he looks up and he sees his third base coach put up the stop sign. It's almost as if he slipped on a banana peel. Had to scramble back to third. There's still 2 down, but now the bases are loaded. They're full of Warriors. For the 9-hole hitter, Sean Sute.
Hey, let's go. Be a wall back there. Let's go, boy.
So a base hit here could give the Warriors the lead for the first time in this series. Find ourselves in game 4 of, excuse me, inning 4 of game 3. His first pitch is cut on and missed, 0-1. Big spot right here for the Crusaders. 0-1. Hit it on the ground to short. Bivens will look to go the long way over to first. Low throw, but handled for out number 3. So the E5 does not come back to hurt North Greenville. We played 3.5. Still 1-1. Three, 4, 5 do it for the Crusaders here in the home half of the 4th. Still Warriors 1, Crusaders 1. Klub drove one to right, but just missed it. But he did end up advancing Angley over to third, who one batter later came home on the Brady West single for the only Crusader run so far. A tale of 2 games, for sure. Last game, the Warriors had 5 hits the entire game. Their forward bat so far, Southern Wesleyan's got 6 hits, and they're out hitting North Greenville 6-2. That one misses, 3-0. Anybody's asking 3-0, do you give him the green light? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you yes. This is one kid you want to have the green light. Not that time, however, as that one's outside, ball 4. So now Brady West, as I mentioned, is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. First pitch to West. And skips up there. So West ahead in the count, 1-0. Pickoff attempt over to first, but Kloop wasn't having that.
Let's go, B-Dub. Get on top of one right now. Let's go. Try something, man.
The 1-0. Inside again, 2-0.
Hey, be on time. Let's go. Hey, be on time.
So Garcia is going to give his pitcher Bond a little visit. For the first time here in game 2, coach for Southern Wesleyan coming out. I'd say that's not the first time he's come out today, though. Practically wore out a path walking up to that dugout in game 1.
One spot, man. Let's go.
Just trying to calm his young freshman southpaw down as he's missed with the first 6 here in this inning.
Come on, track it in. One spot.
So a hitter-friendly count here for Brady West, 2-0. Interesting pitch selection there. Likes to go with a 2-0 breaking ball. Missed. Second straight 3-0 count. Missed with 7 straight to begin the home half of the 4th. Here's the 3-0. Finally catches the zone, strike 1.
Hey, be ready for it. Be on time. Here it comes.
Again, West didn't seem too happy with that one. That kind of looked right there from my perspective. Still a hitter-friendly count at 3-1. That one's launched down the right field line, but that is hooking foul. Well, as a coach, if you have someone that has a 3-1 count, have a swing like that, you'll take that all day long.
Hey, don't let it get by it. Be ready.
The count is full at 3-2.
Put it in play.
Payoff is popped up out of play. We'll do it again. So West fighting to stay alive.
Put it in play, buddy. Don't let him sneak it by it.
3-2, but before that, quick check on Kloop over there. Nothing happened.
Anything close, man. Let's go.
Payoff 3-2. Kloop running, but that one's chopped foul first base side.
Hey, anything close. Let's go. You take control. Let's go, man. Anything close.
Interesting to see if Kloop will be running here again.
American section. Good hitter behind you.
Let's go, Brady. You got this.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Bond check on Kloop over there again. That one is the left center field. That's got a chance. Going back to the left fielder, looking up. It is out of here. A 2-run bomb by Brady West. And that gives the Crusaders the lead 3-1. That's his 6th home run of the year. RBIs 22 and 23. And he had to go Oppo Taco to do it.
Hey, let's go.
Safe to say, I think West knew that was gone.
Go, boys. Let's go, Ethan. Get it, son.
And leadoff walks. That's usually what happens. As Josh Center's first pitch swinging, this guy's that one out of play. So North Greenville and Ethan Garner gets out of a bases-loaded jam in the top half of the 4th. Here in the bottom half of the 4th, Kloop walked, and Brady West sent one over to left center field wall.
Go, Josh.
Count even at 1-1 to the North Greenville center fielder, Josh Center. That one misses outside, 2-1. And you never know when this North Greenville offense will strike. That is the team's 30th home run of the year. That one wasn't close. By the way, this is just game number 18 on the year. So shortstop Corey Bivens. Corey struck out swinging to begin the 2nd. Corey shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it low, 1-0. First 3 hitters have reached a walk, a homer, and a walk. So bunt again, that one skips up there. That's going to allow Center to take 2nd. So a wild pitch by Bond. First 3 innings, gave up the 1 run in the 1st, but then set down the Crusaders in order in the 2nd and the 3rd. They haven't run into a little bit of control issues here in the home half of the 4th. The 2-0. Swinging as that one's fouled out of play. Counts at 2-1. So his butt pops it straight back to the screen, 2-2. So hitter-friendly count here to the 9th Greenville 9th place hitter, Pat Monteith. 2-0 breaking ball and misses, 3-0. Crusaders already with 3 on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. In the 4th, last game was the inning in which they took the game over and put it out of reach. Doing this kind of this something similar here, as that one's as Bond issues a 4-pitch walk. So that'll bring things back to the top of the order for Ethan Stringer. In No Garrick Octavio, giving him game 2 off. No Jordan Holiday, was a late scratch today. And no John Michael Fell. First pitch breaking ball in there for strike 1. Stringer, the 8th man to hit in the inning. As 3 are already in, 2 are on, and 2 are out. The 0-1. Downstairs, 1-1. Count even at 1-1. Two and 1. And this is the last conference home slate for the Crusaders this year. And a very weird schedule. I'm just going to say that, quite frank. But they do have 2 more regular season home games at the end of the month. Friday night game against Friday and Saturday slate against Lincoln Memorial. 2-1. Outside. By the way, Erskine did come back to beat Anderson 4-3. Mount Olive currently leads Barton in the top of the 9th, 4-2. Time call. Yeah, Barton had taken the first 2 games of that series against Mount Olive. So Trojans looking to pick one up. Winning game 3 of that series. Try to even up tomorrow. That's 3-1. That's hit hard to left. They're not going to catch that one. That's going to one-hop the wall. That one going to bounce over? Yes, it is. So a couple RBIs there for Stringer. That makes it 5-1. That's unfortunate, Crusaders. That would have scored. Here. That would have easily have scored Monteith who's over at first. Unfortunately, that one bounced over. And that's going to do it for Devin Bond. Bond goes 3 2/3, 5 runs, 4 hits, and he still has 2 runners that he's responsible for. We'll come back and tell you about the new Southern Wesleyan pitcher in a moment, as you are watching North Greenville Baseball on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Staring black behind, just making my way through the crowd. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. There's always times like these when I think of you and I wonder if
So the new pitcher for the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan is junior right-hander TJ McEvely. 6'3", 210-pounder out of Matthews, North Carolina. McEvely, so far on the season, has a win-loss record of 0-1. Appeared in 4 games, has started 1. ERA of almost 16. 5 2/3, 13 hits, 13 runs, 10 of which earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .433 off the right-hander. From Matthews, North Carolina. First man he'll face will be Doug Angeli, who's the 9th man to hit in the inning. Angeli's 1 for 2 with a base hit and a pop up the short. First pitch to Angeli, catches the outer half, 0-1. The 0-1. That one's right there. That was right down Tigerville Boulevard. 0-2. So now Angeli's got to protect up there. As the 0-2. That one slapped in the right field for a base hit. Scoring is Monteith, and Stringer is right behind him. It's 7-1. And right there, that was way too good of a pitch there for McEvely. He was ahead in the count, 0-2. Angeli did a great job just going with that one. Didn't try to do too much and just put that one in play. Now Marek Kloop, who kicked everything off this inning as he led off with a walk and then scored on the Brady West home run, who, by the way, is on deck. The 1-0. That one's hit hard on the ground to third. Nice backhand stab. Their long throw to first is going to get away from him. Surprised Angeli didn't try to advance to third on that one. I don't know if he just didn't see it or coach told him to hold up. Looks like they're going to give the E5 on the throw. Very intimidating walk-up song for sure.
Up to the plate, number 20, Brady West.
So West perfect 2 for 2 today, including, well, I can't say back in the 4th because we're in the 4th. Earlier this inning, he had a 2-run home run.
Let's go, 2-0.
Came with a changeup that time, had him way out in front, 0-1. You know, history's kind of repeated itself here. You know, early on in game 1, the Crusaders, they scored 4 times, but really, around the 4th inning was when they exploded. Scored 6 in the 4th, 9 in the 5th, and then 6 again in the 6th. They've done it again here in the 4th of game 2 as they struck for 6, and they're still not done. The 0-1. chopped on the ground foul.
Hey, be on time. Sneak it. Don't let him sneak it. Let's go.
So McEvenly way ahead in the count, 0-2. He was ahead 0-2 to Angeli when Angeli hit one into right for a 2-run base hit.
Let's go, buddy. Up high. Here we go.
For the 0-2, TJ steps off.
Be on time. Here it comes. Be on time.
Oh, 2 is way high.
Come on, Brady, protect it. Let's go.
Six runs already in the inning for the Crusaders. 2 more are on base. 1-2. Look out.
Hey, be on time. Don't let him sneak it past you, buddy.
Thank goodness no one was in that direction of where that ball was hit.
You ready for the fastball? Let's go.
Count still sits at 1-2. One-two breaking ball. Nice stop there by Garcia. Count even at 2-2. McEvenly trying to get Southern Wesleyan out of this inning. Can he do it? The 2-2. Now on that pitch, Garcia stops the throw over to second. That was all the shortstop Sute could do to stop that one, prevent that one from going into center field.
Hey, Brady, protect. Not too much here. Put it in play.
So 2 straight at bats. The same inning, Brady West has gone full. Last time it was 3-0, then it worked at the 3-2. This time it was 0-2, and now it's 3-2. First time around, well, we know how that ended. Will history repeat itself? The full count delivery. First move is that one's chopped right back to the pitcher, McEvenly. He'll underhand to first for out number 3. But that's not before the Crusaders strike 6 times on 1, 2, 3 hits. We've played 4. North Greenville on top, 7-1. Top of the order, do it for the Warriors
Number 10,
as they find themselves, they've got some work to do. All of a sudden find themselves down by 6 runs. That one slapped on the ground to short. Up is Bivens over to first in time, 1 away.
that'll bring up the center fielder, number 1, Ty King Richards.
So Ty King Richards, who's 0 for 2, but it did drive in Southern Wesleyan's lone run today with that fielder's choice. That one's in there for call strike 1. And all of a sudden, Garner finds himself with a 6-run lead. Imperative here that he gets a shutdown inning. Get those guys back into hit as he's quickly ahead, 0-2. Oh, heater missed upstairs. The 1-2. Big swing and a miss, and down goes Richards. That's Garner's 4th K of the afternoon. Turning into evening here. Turned out to be a beautiful afternoon/evening here at Ray and B. Diller Field at Ashmore Park on the campus of North Greenville University. So now DJ Ludwig, who's 0 for 2. He's also one of those 4 strikeout victims. Shows bunt, push that one right back to Garner. Bare hands, it should be an easy play. Good throw, a little high throw, but the tag is applied over at first, and Warriors go 1, 2, 3. So after a 6th inning by the Crusaders, they get the Southern Wesleyan Warriors to go 1, 2, 3 and get the bats back up. We played, well, we're halfway home in this one. Crusaders 7, Warriors 1.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. Who knew who stopped me dead while I was passing by? And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I goes down. Ooh, you make me wanna try. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I make you do it all again. I say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. Ooh, you make me wanna try. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I make
Leading off the Crusaders, number 19, Josh Center.
You don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye.
So 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Crusaders. Starting off with Josh Center. First pitch took something off of that one, 0-1. Josh, last inning where everybody batted. He walked right after the Brady West home run. Took a big hack at that one, came up empty, however, 0-2. Good morning, good afternoon, good night for Mr. Center, as that's out number 1. As I'll bring up the shortstop, Corey Bivens, who flew out to right last inning.
Shortstop, number 0, Corey Bivens.
Corey came in today batting about 170. Now, boost today as he had a couple hits, including one being a grand slam. The 0-1. Breaking ball didn't come down enough. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One, two, good eye downstairs, 2-2. Corey, Richard, sophomore, Georgia Military College. Takes that one for a ball. That'll run it full at 3-2. Pay a full count delivery. Not really that close as that one misses outside. So a 1-out free pass to Bivens as that'll now bring up second baseman Tristan Hudson. Tristan is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Up to the plate, number 3, Tristan Hudson.
What this world needs is a few more rednecks.
First pitch to Hudson. Inside, that's going to get all the way to the backstop. And Bivens will move into scoring position. The 1-0. Eye in sight, 2-0. So heading to count, 2-0 is Hudson. McEvely's pitch, not close again, 3-0. Here we go again as we get closer, further and further into the ball game. Warriors pitching starting to lose their control a little bit. They had 11 walks as a staff last game. About 9 of those came in the last few innings. As that 3-0's right there. The 3-1. That one's hit hard in the right center field for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to wall. They're not cutting that one off. Around third is Bivens. He's going to score. Making his way to third would be Hudson with an RBI triple. So it's now 8-1. That's the funniest thing. North Greenville came in 5 triples as a team so far this year. That's an okay. That's not a bad amount at all. Thing is, they've had 4 triples just in the 2 games today. Very interesting. It's now 8-1. With that, they've finally equaled Southern Wesleyan's hit total. That's first pitch to Jackson Cash. Strike 1. Cash is 0 for 1 with strikeout, but inning ago had an RBI, as they call the safety squeeze. The 1-1. Took a big swing at that one. Came up empty, however. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Breaking ball nearly came back, but stays inside just enough. 2-2. Two. Nub that one. That's going to stay in the infield. Making the plays the first baseman Price, and there's 2 away. Yeah, that one got in on Cash's hands just enough.
That'll bring up the first baseman, number 5, Pat Monteith.
So Pat Monteith.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember.
He's 0 for 1, but was walked back in the 4th. The 1-0. Inside 2-0. Hitter friendly count here from Monteith, as that one's not close. He's 1 pitch away from being walked back-to-back innings. So that one is outside, ball 4. I'll put runners on the corners. Yes, a similar thing from what happened in game 1. In game 1, there was the Southern Wesleyan pitchers only had 1 walk, then had 10 the final 3 innings. Here today, they had none through the first 3. The hittings here at 4 and 5, 6. Hence why North Greenville has scored 7 runs in those 2 innings. Looking for more. As that one to Ethan Stringer catches the inner half. Strike 1. 0-1's too low, 1-1. Crusaders going for their 15th win of the season, number 8 in a row. Southern Wesleyan trying to snap a 10-game losing streak. 1-1. Shot foul. So far in this series, we're in the bottom of the 5th of game 3. North Greenville's outscored the Warriors 45-2. There goes the runner, but a swing and a miss. So that won't matter. And that will retire the side, but not before the Crusaders pick up a run on thanks to an RBI triple from Tristan Hudson as they add to the lead. It's 8-1 Crusaders here in game 3 of the series.
I wanna be any team. I wanna be any big reputation, big reputation. Oh, you and me, we got big reputations. And you heard about me. Oh, I got some big enemies. Big reputation, big reputation. Oh, you and me would be a big conversation. And I heard about you. Oh, you like a bad one, so.
You so bad, no other dust. I'm so stuck. I need a toast. We do the most. I'm in the dust like I'm whipping the boat. I got a reputation, girl, that I'm receiving. I don't go away whenever you need me. I'm on the G side, come to the A side. I got a bad for persona, that's what they like. You love it, I love it too, cause you my type. You want me there and I protect you with my life.
I don't wanna touch you, I don't wanna be just another ex-love you don't wanna see. I don't wanna miss you like the other girls do. I don't wanna hurt you, I just wanna be drinking on the beach with you all over me. I know what they're gonna say, but I ain't tryna play. I wanna be your
Attention fans, in the pitch for your Crusaders, number 11, Dawson Taylor.
So 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Warriors here in the top half of the 6th. And they'll be facing a new pitcher as left-hander Dawson Taylor. Redshirt freshman, 6'1", 210 pounds out of Boiling Springs, South Carolina, and Boiling Springs High School.
Tanner Glass.
You may know Dawson Taylor came in as a substitute game 1. He played the field. This time he's on the mound. So far in the year, he doesn't have an ERA. He's appeared twice. 2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no walks, and he struck out 5. Opponents, well, they're batting nothing against him. Tough man to face, though, coming in. Tanner Glass, who's 2 for 2. Not close, and that's a leadoff walk there for Glass. He's reached all 3 times so far. That'll bring up Josh Galloway, who's a 1 for 2.
7, Josh Galloway.
A lot of work left to do for the Warriors to try to get back in this one. That's the first free pass of the year issued by Dawson Taylor. Blew that one right by him, 0-1. The 0-1. Another big swing and miss. That's one of those swings where you just look at it and go, yeah, you're trying to send one parking lot to try to hit a 7-run home run. It's like, that's not possible. You got to shorten down the swing. You need base runners at this point. The 0-2. Swung and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Bring up the DH, number 4, Dawson Posick.
Well, that brings up an interesting situation as we have Dawson Taylor going up against Dawson Posick. Very rare occurrence, but you know, hey, let's take it all in. First pitch. Another big swing and a miss. It's interesting. You see a lot of these Warriors hitters going for broke right here, just trying to send one as far as they can. It's like, based off stats and everything, that is not their game. To be fair, their only home run is by this cat at the plate. So, count even at 1-1. Another big swing and a miss. He's he's putting that fastball up and putting him down with it right now.
Throw that Ethos. Let's go.
A 1-2 count to Posick. Swung and missed again. So big swings by Galloway and Posick, but both of them come up empty. Now there's 2 away. So now Juan Garcia.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 20, Juan Garcia.
Garcia's 0 for 1, but he reached on an E5. As he pokes that one in the right field, Kloop's going to have to play that one on a hop. So now put runners at first and second for Sawyer Price.
Up to the plate, the first baseman, number 14, Sawyer Price.
Price is yet to be retired. Either as he's 2 for 2 with 2 base hits. I find that fascinating. North Greenville's winning 8-1, but Southern Wesleyan's actually out hitting the Crusaders 7-6. As that one catches the inside corner. Not many times where you see a score line like that, but that is what happens though when you issue six free passes like the Southern Wesleyan pitching staff has allowed, and that's just been in the last 2 innings. The 0-1. Not close, 1-1. And these two teams, final game of the series will actually be on Tuesday night. At first pitch scheduled at 6 o'clock here at Ray and B. Diller Field at Ashmore Park. Catch all the action right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. As the 1-1. Other swing and a miss. 1-2. Dawson Taylor 1 pitch away from sending us to the home half of the 6th. The pitch. Breaking ball stayed high, I guess. I'm just saying, if I'm Price, I'm probably not letting that go by me next time. Two runners take off. But it don't matter. That's swung on and missed for strike 3. So strikes out the side in between a walk and a base hit. Strands 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Crusaders lead it 8-1.
Leading out for the Crusaders, number 7, Doug Angeli.
2, 3, and 4 doing for the Crusaders. First up will be third baseman Douglas Angeli. First pitch not close. Angeli's 2 for 3 here in game 2. That one way behind him. Might want to put some dirt on those fingers and try to get some little more control of that thing. Down at 2-0. That one's right there, 2-1. McKeevely still out there for the Warriors. He came on in relief of starter Devin Bond. 2-1 is foul straight back. The 2-2. That slapped, but right at the first baseman, Price, for out number 1. So Marek Kloop will stand in.
39, right?
Kloop's 0 for 1, but has walked twice. Both of those walks came in the 4th. First pitch, a little breaking ball in there for strike 1. Marek walked, then scored on the West 2-run home run. At the time, gave the Crusaders a 3-1 lead. And eventually broke out for 5 more. 4 were to follow in the 4th, and then they got 1 in the 5th. That one's hit hard on the ground, the short. Nice play by the shortstop. On his knee, throws. Collision at first, and he's out.
Cross the plane, that's 6.
So, nice diving play that time by the shortstop, Sute, to retire Kloop. Kloop hit that one right on the nose. There's nothing. Anytime Kloop puts the ball in play, look out. But man, that play over there by Sute on his knees got him kind of collision at first. Glad everybody's okay. So now Brady West, who's 2 for 3. He singled in the first and then went Oppo Taco in the 4th. But I mentioned earlier, gave the Crusaders the lead. Then actually batted again in that same inning. Ended it by grounding out to the pitcher. So McEvely's kind of come on and he's settled down. He's starting to get a little bit more control of his stuff. As that fastball misses downstairs.
Let's go, Bill.
The 1-0. That one breaking ball is ripped, but foul. Good thing there was nobody over there in the Southern Wesleyan bullpen. That kind of ricocheted down there. So count even at 1-1.
Hey, let's go, Brady.
2 outs, nobody on. You know, I would not be surprised if West is kind of swinging for the fence here. Can't on that one, as that one's inside. 2-1.
Come on, what spot?
The 2-1.
Oh!
Yeah, I guess that's ball 4. I got caught looking at the scoreboard. So 2 out, free pass issued to Brady West. So now Josh center.
You don't know how you met me, you don't know why.
To the plate, center fielder number 19, Josh Center.
Say goodbye, all you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim.
Josh is 0 for 2. He did walk in that 4th. Pitches outside. And Josh has gotten hot recently. Batting average close to, not already up to 300. Started out kind of slow, but kind of has come along. Helped yesterday by game 1 of the series going 4 for 4. Nearly hitting for the cycle. But anytime you get offensive production from this guy, you'll take it. Want him in there for more of his defense. Because, man, this kid can run down just about anything. For my 2 years as such calling North Greenville baseball games, I have figured that out very quickly. Remember when I used to be out in right center field, the old press box, used to watch center move, and it was something else. So McEvely's 1 pitch away from the 8th free pass. Instead, he's swinging on 3-0. Oh, that one's going to get by the third baseman. That one's going to trickle in the left field. Moving around is West. He'll throw on a third. Will be in time, however. Well, so West got a little greedy there. Said, why not? I'm going to try for third. But, hey, you know what? He's thrown out over there at third to end the inning. So Crusaders, interesting to see how they score that. I don't know if that'll be a hit. Honestly, in my opinion, I used to play third. I feel like that should go down as an E5, but we'll see how that gets scored. Anyway, the Crusaders lead 8-1 after 6 as you were watching North Greenville Baseball on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
And to pitch for the Crusaders, number 22, Jordan Powell.
So 9-1-2 due up for the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan. Be Sean Sute lead things off in the back top of the order with Fogel and Richards. And they'll be facing a new North Greenville pitcher as number 22, Jordan Powell will stand in. Powell, right-hand pitcher, redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 220, out of Celebration, Florida, St. Petersburg College. Powell comes into this one with a 3.00 ERA. No win-loss record. This will be his 4th appearance. 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Opponent's batting .308 off the right hand from Celebration, Florida. First pitch to Sute is a hard fastball inside. Sute is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the 3rd. Want to slap that a play right side. The 1-1. Swung right through that one. Chased the high heater on that time. 1-2. In case any of y'all are wondering, Clemson did fall to North Carolina earlier today, 5-4. So they were 1-4 in ACC play. And Texas is currently beating South Carolina 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Is that 1-2? Breaking ball misses outside. 2-2. 2-2s. Fouls that one back, staying alive. Erskine, who Crusaders welcomed here a few weekends ago, came back to top Anderson Trojans, 4-3. They're playing game 2 right now in the top of the 5th. Anderson leads Erskine 4-1. Two-two's swung on and missed, but they're going to have to throw down first to complete the strikeout, and they can't. We'll go down as a swinging strikeout, but he'll reach. So that'll send things back to the top of the order for left fielder Chance Fogle. Fogle's looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 3.
All right, heads up infield, double play time.
First pitch fastball. I had a little run to that one. 0 and 1.
Hey, let's go, Jordan. You got this.
I was gonna say I'm very impressed with what I've seen from this North Greenville bullpen. We know what the starters are. They're very capable, as that one slapped out of play. North Greenville starters, Garner, Logan Chapman, saw today from Zach Taglieri, Christian Ryder. But what have we seen from that bullpen, man? I've been extremely impressed. No matter who they've thrown out there here today, they've come out just guns blazing. You love to see that. As the 0-2. Misses 1 and 2. The 1-2. Breaking ball didn't quite come back enough. Let's say Jordan disagreed with that. He thought that came back plenty. Nonetheless, 2 and 2. Fouled back. Runner goes. Throw down second, but there's no one there. That one's gonna sail into center field. Hey, that one's not on Brady West. That was an absolute dart. Problem was, no one was at the second base bag.
Hey, we just set it up for that. Let's go.
So the count is full at 3 and 2. The pitch. That misses. That's ball 4. So after Sute reached on a strikeout on a drop third strike, advanced to second on a stolen base, but fortunately, if it was it's a great throw. If someone had been at the bag, he probably was out. Coaches over at third base having a conference with the 2 base runners and Ty King Richards, who's at the plate. Probably telling them there, just telling base runners, hey, we're down by 7. Don't get picked off. Don't get stupid out there. Just play it station to station.
Big bunt.
Richards is 0 for 3, struck out twice. We grounded into a fielder's choice that produced the only run so far. As that one slapped up the middle by the diving Corey Bivens and in the center field. They're going to hold the runners up, though. Not sure.
Second baseman, number 2.
At this point, it's 8-2. Excuse me, 8-1. You're probably trying to play station to station because you need runners. But
Let's go.
that one, he was most likely going to score there. Now Josh Center's got an arm. I will say that. But you're down 8-1. Sometimes you do need to take risk. So now DJ Ludwig will stand in. With the bases full of Warriors and nobody out. First pitch breaking ball clips the outside corner. Ludwig looking for his first hit of game number 2. Blew that one right by him, 0-2. Payoff 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging. So the second strikeout of the inning, but the first out.
Now to bring up the right fielder, number 6, Tanner Glass.
Those of you that don't know, maybe came in late, like, how is that possible? Well, beginning of the inning, Sute, who's over at third now, struck out swinging, but reached on a ball that went to the backstop. First pitch to Glass is a good breaking ball in there for strike one. Oh, one's chopped foul and into the NGU dugout. So now he's got Glass in an 0-2 hole. Be a great time to retire Glass for the first time today. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Wouldn't mind a 6-4-3 twin killing here either. That one's fouled out of play. The count remains at 0-2 to Tanner Glass. Northern Wesleyan trying to cut into the 7-run deficit. Breaking ball, nice stop that time there by West. That was a breaking ball that skipped up there about 58 feet. Payoff 1-2. Came with another breaking ball, missed downstairs. The 2-2. Popped up. Foul territory chasing is Monteith. At the fence, makes the grab. So I just had enough room for that one. So after loading the bases with nobody out, a strikeout and a pop-up, now Southern Wesleyan's down to their final out of the inning. It'll come in the form of Josh Galloway. 1 for 3 with his base hit coming in the second. With a good sharp breaking ball in there that time for strike one. The 0-1. Blew that one right by him, 0-2. Just like that. Mr. Powell's one pitch away from getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. The payoff 0-2. I popped up, Brady can't find it, runner's coming home. Play will be not in time. And Southern Wesleyan picks up a second run. So you don't quite get out of the inning unscathed. It's now 8-2. As Sute comes home. Well, let's put the damage done right there. Send this thing to the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Breaking ball, got a piece of it, fouled it back.
Hey, let's go, Jordan. Come on, you got this, Jordan.
Count currently sits at 1-2. To Josh Galloway. The pitch. 2-2. Popped up on the infield. Who's got it? Bivens, Angeli converging. Bivens calling for it, and he's got it to retire the side. Well, Southern Wesleyan gets a run, but it could have been a lot worse. They had the bases loaded, nobody out. Time to stretch here in Tigerville. North Greenville in cruise control, 8-2. So the new pitcher for Southern Wesleyan is freshman right-hander Josh Henshaw. 6'5", 200-pound freshman out of Stevens County High School in Toccoa, Georgia. So far in the year, he's got a 3.0 ERA. See, 0-0 in 3 appearances thus far. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .273 off the freshman right-hander from Toccoa, Georgia.
Leading off for the Crusaders, shortstop number 0, Corey Bivens.
So 6, 7, and 8. Starting things off with Corey Bivens. Corey's 0 for 2 with a walk. Henshaw's first pitch to Corey. Off the plate, 1-0. One O's not close as it goes all the way to the backstop, 2-0. The 2-0. Time to go with a 2-0 slider there. Didn't work for him. 3-0. So another walk issued by the Warrior pitching staff.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it.
So now Tristan Hudson.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I.
Gotta bring up number 3, Tristan Hudson.
Hudson is 1 for 2 with a walk and a triple. It's one of 4 triples so far here between games 1 and 2. Little jam shot on the infield, calling for it is the third baseman Galloway for out number 1. So now Jackson Cash, the DH, 0 for 2, but did have an RBI safety squeeze back in the 4th.
Gotta bring up number 8, Jax Cash.
He's 0 for 2 today with an RBI. He was a perfect 2 for 2 in game 1. Game which, and just joining us, North Greenville set all kind of records with scoring 25 runs to win 25-1. Who in the 4th hit 3 triples in 1 inning, by the way. And then in the top it all off in the 5th inning, had 2 grand slams. So scoring 6 times in the 4th, 9 times in the 5th, and then 6 times again in the 6th. A little bit more calm / normal here in this one. Oh, and by the way, they only batted 6 times. One is slapped in the right field for a base hit. Evans, stop a second, but misplay by the right fielder. That's going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to score at least 1. Cash is on his way to 3rd. They're going to hold him there. So that should go as a base hit, and then an absolute miscue there by the right fielder Glass. It's now 9-2.
That'll bring up the first.
Came in trying to make a play.
Monty.
I don't know if he was just gearing up, thinking Bivens was booking it for 3rd, which I don't blame him on that. But you can't let that one just go right by you. So instead of 1st and 2nd, 1 out, that's a run scored, now a runner on 3rd. As Pat Monteith will stand in. He's 0 for 1, but has walked in the 4th and the 5th. An infield back for Southern Wesleyan. More than happy to just take the out on a ground ball. It's the 1-0s off the plate, 2-0. Again, late innings kind of coming back to haunt Southern Wesleyan with the walk category. That one catches the outside corner. 8 walks up to this point. That was a big old killer for them in game number 1. That one shot on the ground to short. It's going to score at least 1, but he's got a tough play, but he's going to have to eat that one. Coming home to score is Cash. It's 10-2. Sute had to backhand that one, but all he could do was stop it. So now a combined 35 runs for the Crusaders here in between the games 1 and 2 of the doubleheader today. That's the first pitch in there to Stringer for strike 1. Yeah, you look at scoring, it's 10-2, but with that base hit there by Monteith, that gives them the lead in the hit column 9-8. Game in which you look at scoreboard, you wouldn't expect that, but large part of that thanks to 7 free passes issued by Southern Wesleyan. That's a total of 18 between both games. The 1-1 outside. Count sits at 2-1. Henshaw winds, kicks and fires, breaking ball. It gets away from the catcher, Rivera. Moving up to second is Monteith. Try to see if we can get Stringer multi-hit game here in game number 2. So he's 1 for 4 with a double in the 4th. He struck out twice. Three one. Clip the outside corner, run it full. If you're Stringer, that's definitely not the pitch you would want on 3-1. Three-two. Big swing and a miss. Out number 2. The Stringer. Kind of the hat trick you don't want to have as he struck out for the 3rd time. And now Doug Angeli.
Now to bring up number 9, Connor Driscoll.
Okay, so we're going to get a pitch hitter. Connor Driscoll will stand in. First pitch swing and fouls that one over the net. 0-1. The 0-1. So they're taking off for third is Monteith. He's going to slide in there safely without a throw. So now the Crusaders are just 90 feet away from a 11th run. One's not close. 2-1. And just heads up, Belmont Abbey, who's one of the close ones to the Conference Carolinas standings with North Greenville. They took down Emmanuel today 6-2 in game 1. That one misses. And they're currently tied at 5 in the bottom of the 6. Interesting, keeping an eye on that one for the standings, per se. 3-1 right there, 3-2. So 3-2 count to Connor Driscoll. Here it is. Hit hard, but out of play right side. They'll do the 3-2 once more. The pitch. Got that a play right side again. So good battle going here between Josh Henshaw and Connor Driscoll. Payoff 3-2 delivery once more. And with the breaking ball, good pitch that time, and Driscoll knew it. So that will retire the side, but not before the Crusaders get 2 more, thanks in large part to an E9 that'll 1 run to score, 1 to third, and that eventually came home later as well. We've played 7 here in Tigerville. North Greenville out in front and in cruise control, 10-2.
And she'll always get the best of me. The worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know. This I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when
And to pitch for the Crusaders, number 30, Brent Furlong.
So now on to pitch for the Crusaders. Be number 30, right-hand pitcher, redshirt junior, Brent Furlong of Lakeview, South Carolina, and Lakeview High School. So far, he doesn't have an ERA. He's appeared in 6 games. Wow, appeared in 6 games and pitched 9 1/3 innings and does not have an ERA yet. That's impressive. 6 hits, 2 runs, but both of which were unearned. 2 walks and 10 strikeouts. Opponents batting 188. But the redshirt junior right-hander from Lakeview, South Carolina, Brent Furlong. I'll go over schedule one more time just because may have a new audience, who knows. North Greenville, no midweek game this week, as a lot of the weeks, as they travel to Mount Olive, North Carolina, take on University of Mount Olive, who did manage to take Game 2 of the doubleheader today. And they'll try to go for the split series tomorrow. They'll welcome in the Crusaders next week. Then the week after that will be the final 2 home games, as NGU baseball team will take on Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters. Last saw them in 2019 regional when they came here. Crusaders took both games from them. So it'll be the first time they've coming back here since that moment. Then a couple of days later, they'll take on Lander University at Fluor Field on March 30th. So you want to make it out to Fluor Field for that game, as that one is ripped into left field. That might be trouble, and it is. That is gone. Dawson Posick hits one out. That's his 2nd home run of the year. It's 10-3. Not only is that Posick's 2nd home run of the year, that's Southern Wesleyan's 2nd home run of the season. So now the catcher, Juan Garcia.
Up to the plate, the catcher, number 21, Garcia.
So that's the first run Brent Furlong has given up all season long. I wonder if I jinxed him. I hope I didn't. Well, whoops. Garcia's 1 for 2. Came on in relief of Hunter Garlington. Still don't know what happened to Garlington. Batted once, played about two innings in the field, and then all of a sudden was taken out of the lineup. That one's grounded to third. Angeli fielded on the hop. Low throw, gonna have to be dug out of there, and is. Low throw that time there from Angeli, but nice scoop over there by Monteith, round number 1. Anyway, after that Lander game at Fluor Field, that's one of the very few midweek games the Crusaders have.
And to hit number 13,
we'll get a pitch hitter.
Angelo Pahia.
Then they'll go to Barton on April 2nd through the 3rd. Then the next week they'll travel up to Tennessee to take on King. Then go to Belmont Abbey for a final 4-game set of the year for the Conference Carolinas tournament, April 28th through the May 2nd in Wilson, North Carolina. So count sits at 0-2. North Greenville leading it 10-3. Here in the top half of the 8th. The 0-2. Big old sweeping breaking ball from the side angle there. Just got a piece of that. So Angela Pahia still behind the count, 0-2. Got him swinging that time for strike 3, 2 away. That's the 10th strikeout by this Crusader pitching staff here in game number 2. Does that want to sit in the center? Coming on is Josh Center to make the catch for out number 3. So Dawson Posick leads off the top half of the 8th with a solo shot to left field. But the next 3 hitters go down in order. North Greenville still out in front by plenty, 10-3. They're watching North Greenville baseball on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Leading off the Crusaders, number 28, Andrew Kaminsky.
Sir Andrew Kaminsky has grabbed a bat. He'll pitch hit for Marek Kloop. Kaminsky was one of those, I'll say, plethora of substitutes that NGU made in game 1 today. I have down that he went 0 for 1 with a walk. This game coming up about 3 hours old, here in about 10 minutes or so, as that one misses. The 1-2 from Henshaw. That one hit hard in the center. Back is Ty King, kind of turned the wrong way, but eventually makes the grab. Next up will be Brady West.
Number 20, Brady.
Has had himself quite an afternoon for game number 2. Reached base 3 times, 2 for 3. Single in the first, homered in the 4th, also, and then walked in the 6th. First pitch to West. Breaking ball caught the outside corner. Yeah, West's home run back in the 4th was his 6th of the year, tying him with John Michael Fail for 2nd on the team. Another breaking ball, that very similar spot, missed outside. And only one home run behind the leader, Marek Kalup. 1-1.5. Hardest swing, kind of check swing there. Couldn't hold back, 1-2. That one low and inside, nearly hit him.
Hey, protect, Brady, put in play. Don't let him sneak it by. Let's go. Let's go, good hitter behind.
T2 check swing, foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. So now there's 2 away. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th. Southern Wesleyan will have the top of the order duo. Fogel, Richards, and Ludwig. Crusaders just 3 outs away from securing the series against the Warriors. Scoring double-figure runs in all 3 games thus far. First pitch, nice little tight breaking ball. I will say, Henshaw's, that breaking ball of his is tight. That thing breaks very sharp across the plate. It's a great get me over first pitch strike. On breaking ball, that one's hit on the ground or short. Get another tough play, long throw. They're not going to get him. Okay, any type of bobble against Josh Center, it's not happening. So Josh is on for the 3rd time here. That's his 2nd hit. It's Corey Bivens will stand in. Corey's 0 for 2. He has gotten on base twice. Walks in the 5th and the 7th. There goes Josh, takes off for 2nd. That throws way wide and into center field. Josh is going to turn, he's going to look, and he's going to run to 3rd. So not the best throw there from Juan Garcia. So now Josh goes from all the way from 1st over to 3rd. And North Greenville's just 90 feet away from adding yet another run. 0-1 blew that right by him, 0-2.
Hey, you got this, Sip. Let's go, Corey. You can do it.
The 0-2. Moved that one by him as well, and that will retire the side. So Josh Center gets on a 2-out base hit. It's all the way over to 3rd, but they can't bring him home. We played 8 as we head to the top of the 9th. Final call for the Warriors as they trail by 7.
Had another dream about you. These days, only thing I do. We've been standing in the same room. People talking, but I don't want to say one ear and not the other. See you looking at me, but you with another. People saying one ear and not the other. Both sides open there. I can hear them saying, dance with me, dance with me. Play that song like baby 1, 2, 3. Come in close and give me your body. Let's take it so far, so far, so we'll let it go. Dance with me, dance with me. Play that song like baby 1, 2, 3. Come in close and give me your body. Let's take it so far, so far, so we'll let it go.
to the Crusader Studios here in Ashmore Park at Ray and B. Dillard Field. North Greenville leading the Southern Wesleyan Warriors 10-3. Southern Wesleyan has kind of kept it close in the hit column. North Greenville only taking the lead here recently. Matt leading that one 10-9. But 2 errors, 8 free passes issued. That's ultimately the reason why North Greenville is up by the margin in which they are up. As mentioned, top of the order do have 1, 2, 3, and they'll face the new North Greenville pitcher, number 3, Tristan Hudson. Yes, he started this game at second base. He's now into pitch. Tristan so far in the year doesn't have an ERA. He's appeared in 3 games, pitched 3 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. First pitch, a strike. North Greenville trying to sweep the doubleheader here today and take the first 3 games of this series. Again, be sure to join us on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, first pitch, for Game 4 between these 2 teams. You can catch all the action here on the Conference Carolina's digital network.
Let's go, guys!
Still a little bit more work to do in this one. Ooh, good pitch that time there from Hudson. West behind the plate. Thought that was strike 3, and I don't blame him. If I'm Fogel, I'm probably not looking at that next time. Usually in a 10-3 game, the umpire's looking for anything close, just like that. As that's strike 3, and that's the 11th strikeout for North Greenville pitching today. Now we're going to get a pitch hitter.
Up to the plate, number 5, Caden Cotton.
Caden Cotton, freshman outfielder, 5'11", 165 pounds, out of Homer, Georgia. First pitch to Cotton, swung on and missed. Crusaders looking to put the stamp on a weekend in which they've, I'll say, put the offense was good. It would be an understatement. As that's on the ground to third. Got rid of that one. Quick, fired it over to first in time for out number 2. Nice play that time by Driscoll. Backhanded that one, wasted literally no time. Got rid of that almost as soon as that hit his glove and fired a good strike over there to first. So now the Warriors' last hope. Number 9, Dawson Gilstrap. Oh. Yeah, that one hurt. That one grazed his chest on the way by.
To the plate, number 6, Tanner Glass.
So now Tanner Glass, who's reached base 3 times in game number 2, 2 hits and a walk, was finally retired in the 7th when he popped up in foul territory. That was back when North Greenville had the bases loaded situation. First pitch to him was right down Tigerville Boulevard for strike 1. NGU 1 out away, going their 8th straight win, and Southern Wesleyan their 11th straight loss. 0-1. Now it's just 1 strike away. The 0-2 from Hudson. Did he go around? Yes, he did, and that is your ball game. North Greenville takes down Southern Wesleyan here in Game 2 by a final score of 10-3. I'd say this has been an absolute offensive clinic put on by the Crusaders here this afternoon. Yesterday putting up 12 runs in Game 1, setting a record with 25 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader, Game 2 of the series, and then putting up 10 more here in Game number 2 of the series. They take first 3 games of this series, outscoring the Warriors, get this, 47-4 in 3 games. 3 games, 47 runs. That's something else. That is something else. Final tallies here today. Southern Wesleyan 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. North Greenville 10 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Be sure to join us again, as I mentioned earlier. Game 4 in the finale between these 2 teams. North Greenville improves to 15-3 on the year. Southern Wesleyan drops to 2-14. I'm Timothy Holcomb. Thank you guys for joining me this evening, taking you through these games. We will see you later. God bless.